Mother Teresa, the Saint and the Controversy, 12 Illuminating Facts. Mother Teresa, an emblem of selfless service, lived a life marked with both enormous praise and stark criticism. While her contributions towards the downtrodden are unparalleled, certain aspects of her life have been the subject of scrutiny. Here's a look at 12 aspects of her biography, showcasing both her good deeds and the controversies that surrounded her. Fact number 1. Nobel Peace Prize winner, 1979. In 1979, the global community took a moment to acknowledge the tireless efforts of Mother Teresa when she was awarded the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize. While many recipients often hold celebratory banquets, Mother Teresa chose to forego the traditional banquet, instead requesting that the $192,000 fund be given to the poor in India. In her acceptance speech, she emphasized the importance of family, peace, and love, showcasing her lifelong commitment to alleviating suffering and championing the cause of the poorest of the poor. Number 2. Baptism controversy. One of the lesser-known controversies surrounding Mother Teresa is the claim that she secretly baptized dying patients without their explicit consent. Reports suggest that nuns of the Missionaries of Charity would whisper Catholic prayers into a dying person's ears, supposedly ensuring their salvation in the Christian faith. While Mother Teresa saw this as a benevolent gesture to help souls find their way to heaven, critics contended that it was a violation of individual rights, particularly when dealing with people of different religious backgrounds. Number 3. Foundation of Missionaries of Charity, 1950. Starting with a vision and a mere 13 members in the heart of Kolkata, formerly Calcutta, in 1950, Mother Teresa laid the foundation stone of what would become one of the most prominent religious orders in the world, the Missionaries of Charity. Guided by a simple yet powerful mission to serve the hungry, the naked, the homeless, the crippled, the blind, the lepers, this order has, over the decades, expanded exponentially. As of now, the Missionaries of Charity boasts over 4,500 sisters actively serving in 133 countries. These sisters run hospices, orphanages, schools, and clinics worldwide, continuing Mother Teresa's legacy of unconditional love and service. Number 4. Questionable association. Mother Teresa, for all her saintly image, has not been without her share of controversies. One such point of contention has been her association with certain contentious figures. A notable instance was her interaction with the Haitian dictator, Jean-Claude Duvalier. Often known for his oppressive regime and alleged human rights abuses, Duvalier's friendship with Mother Teresa became a topic of international debate. When she accepted donations from the dictator, many began questioning her ethics and moral grounding. Critics argued that by accepting funds from such a controversial source, she inadvertently endorsed or overlooked the dubious means through which the money might have been acquired. Number 5. Dedication to the leprosy afflicted. Leprosy, a disease often associated with intense stigma, has rendered countless individuals ostracized from society. In 1957, recognizing the profound isolation and suffering of these individuals, Mother Teresa took a decisive step. She, along with her associates from the Missionaries of Charity, inaugurated the first hospices dedicated to those afflicted with leprosy. Named Shanti Nagar, City of Peace, these hospices provided not just medical care but also a sense of community and belonging to those who had been shunned by society. This move was instrumental in both offering support to the leprosy patients and in raising awareness about their plight on a global scale. Number 6. Medical care criticism. While Mother Teresa's homes for the sick and dying have been lauded for their intent, they have not been immune to criticism regarding their operation. A significant point of contention has been the quality of medical care provided in these establishments, especially those in Kolkata. Critics, including some former volunteers and medical professionals, have described the conditions in some of these homes as squalid, pointing to a lack of hygiene, inadequate medical equipment, and an absence of trained medical staff. Some argue that the care provided was more haphazard and that patients often suffered unnecessarily due to the lack of effective pain management or appropriate medical intervention. Number 7. Recognition by the Indian government, 1962. Mother Teresa's selfless dedication to the underserved of India did not go unnoticed by the nation's leaders. In 1962, the government of India chose to honor her unyielding commitment to the poor, sick, and destitute. They awarded her the Padma Shri, one of the country's highest civilian honors. This award is presented to individuals who excel in their respective fields and make noteworthy contributions to society. By bestowing this honor upon Mother Teresa, the Indian government formally recognized and applauded her transformative work in the realm of social service and her persistent efforts to uplift the marginalized sections of the society. Number 8. Stance on abortion. One of the more controversial facets of Mother Teresa's legacy pertains to her views on abortion. A staunch Catholic, she firmly believed in the sanctity of life, starting from conception. Consequently, she adopted a strict anti-abortion stance, going so far as to label abortion as the greatest destroyer of peace. She expressed these views on international platforms, including in her speech at the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony. Her rigid opposition to abortion, even in circumstances of rape or incest, was met with sharp criticism from various quarters. Many argued that her stance was not only regressive but also failed to consider the complexities and nuances associated with the abortion debate, especially concerning women's rights and bodily autonomy. Number 9. Selfless dedication. For many, Mother Teresa embodies the very essence of selfless service. Her commitment to the destitute was unwavering. After taking her vows as a nun, she made a conscious decision to live in poverty. This commitment wasn't just symbolic, she chose to work in the slums of Kolkata, one of the most impoverished regions of India. For an astounding 45 years, she dedicated herself to serving the poor, sick, orphaned, and dying, tirelessly working to provide them with medical care, shelter, and most importantly, a sense of dignity. This continued until her own passing in 1997. Her life's journey stands as a testament to her immense compassion and unwavering commitment to the service of humanity. Number 10. Financial transparency issues. One of the areas of contention regarding Mother Teresa's legacy is related to the financial operations of her charity, the Missionaries of Charity. Over the years, the organization received millions of dollars in donations from individuals, corporations, and other entities from across the globe. These generous contributions were meant to support the charity's vast operations, catering to the sick, the destitute, and the dying. However, critics pointed out that many of the Missionaries of Charity's homes and care centers were bereft of basic amenities. These conditions raised eyebrows, leading to questions about where the donated funds were being allocated. Concerns about the lack of financial transparency intensified when juxtaposed with the scale of donations the organization received. Although the funds were meant to improve patient care, many believed that there was a significant disparity between the monetary contributions and the quality of care and infrastructure provided. Number 11. Canonization as a Saint, 2016. Mother Teresa's profound faith and undying commitment to serving the destitute culminated in her canonization as a saint, a process that often takes many decades or even centuries. However, in her case, it took merely 19 years after her death. On September 4, 2016, in a grand ceremony at the Vatican attended by tens of thousands, Pope Francis canonized Mother Teresa, officially declaring her Saint Teresa of Calcutta. The process of canonization involves validating miracles attributed to the person, and in Mother Teresa's case, 2 miracles were recognized. Her sainthood is a recognition of her unwavering faith and the indelible mark she left on humanity through her service. Number 12. Theological Criticism. The work and mission of Mother Teresa were not without their critics in the theological sphere. One of the most vocal critics was Dr. Arup Chatterjee, who has authored works critiquing her methods and operations. A significant point of contention was the belief that many of Mother Teresa's institutions functioned with an ulterior motive to convert individuals to Christianity. Critics argued that instead of being purely charitable institutions, some of the operations of the Missionaries of Charity had evangelistic undertones. While Mother Teresa always emphasized her mission was to serve and not to convert, the criticism highlights the complex intersection of faith, charity, and missionary work in her legacy.